Hi everybody. I flew in from Tokyo yesterday and I'm here just to talk about the new Intuos 5 launch and the new product features on it. And basically, we can go to the next one. And just a little bit before that, Asia Pacific Marketing Manager, I handle the product management for this product line for Intuos. So I've been working on it the last year and a half and going over all the developments, and there's been a lot going into it. So first slide here, how did we come up with Intuos 4 to Intuos 5? How did we approach it? How did we go into it? Basically, we went straight to the professionals that are in the field and talked to them, what could we do to make it better for you? And basically here lists up all of the different things, but a theme that I want to bring up throughout the presentation is comfort, control, and productivity is what we focused on. In productivity, professionals really use these products for their livelihood. Okay, this is how they make money. So they really need a tool that works long hours, that allows them to be efficient and productive, and it also allows them to bring out their creativity through this product, okay? So a lot of them work through long hours under pressure, deadlines, so the design of the Intuos 5 had to be very ergonomically pleasing. So the previous design was very good, but we came up with a new approach, silicone-based on top of it, where it's very smooth to the touch, and you'll see that later in the test sample there. And the colors and materials and all that had to be really rugged, because these professionals really use it all over the place. They take it with them on the road, they take it to the office, they take it all over. So that was the other key point that we wanted to have in there. And they also value good design. These are artists, so they really value a nice, striking looking tablet. So we feel we came up with a good combination that focuses on comfort, control, and productivity for this product. Next slide. And again, who are the main customers that we're targeting in this? The main customers we're targeting are those that are in the digital content creation, and these industries, I'll refer to them as DCC, photography, video, graphic design, advertising, animation, game development. So a whole range of industries of professionals use this product, along with some of our key applications, Photoshop, Illustrator, Painter, among others. And this really focuses for the professional to meet their design needs. And in Singapore, we're already very strong in animation, game development, and graphic design, but the Intuos 5, we'd like to continue to expand into other areas such as video and audio editing, strengthen our photography, which we're already in, and also, what would you call it? Another one would be fashion, which we can see a lot of application use as well. So there's a whole range that Intuos 5 offers for the future of growth throughout Asia Pacific as well as Singapore. Secondary target. Okay, these are the wannabe pros or enthusiasts, basically people who love creation. They love to have the best tool. They're very tech savvy. They use it for their hobbies. They love creating, editing photographs, creating video, comics, arts. These are really like semi-pros, but they're really strong enthusiasts of Wacom products, of Intuos in general. So basically, that was the secondary target we had for this product range. Okay, next. And as I mentioned earlier, how did we come up with Intuos 5? We went straight to the DCC pros throughout the industries in Europe, America, and Asia and asked them, what could we do better? How can we make the product serve you better? These are three key statements that they said. They want to focus on the screen. Instead of having to look down when they're writing, you lose time in your efficiency. So that's one of the reasons why we included this new feature, which I'll introduce soon. And also shortcuts. A lot of pros love shortcuts on any type of device. And this way, we added that with the touch and with some other, what would you call them, key express keys that we think will make it easier for a professional to use. That's next slide. Now we'll go into the product. Here it's a little hard to see here, but you'll see it in the back there. But you can see it's a very simple design, but very sophisticated, and it really screams it's a professional tool. It's made for the professional. Okay, next slide. And here, sorry you can't see right here, but you can see the express keys that are there, kind of wedge inward where you can actually feel it. You don't have to look down at the differences in the keys. We can show that later to you. And also the slope and the angle is very similar to Intuos 4, Intuos 5. And one big thing we added to the feature was the wireless module on the corner. And okay, and now we're here. And the white tablet indicator lights that you see on that. We used to have OLEDs here where they were arranged with the shortcuts. We now made it so that right here, the artist can see the active area space that they're writing on. And a lot of times artists do not write in a very bright space because you can't see it on the screen. So they prefer to work in dim environments. And by doing so, they can adjust this to the level of accuracy that they can see in this like darkened space. So we really, really concentrated on meeting all the needs of the professional for this. Next slide. And this just sums up all of the key differences between Intuos 4 and Intuos 5, the express key cups, white tablet indicator lights, sloping angle, and wireless module, which really allows the professional to be on the move and locate. You don't need cables on your desk. You don't need to have all these different things that are blocking your concentration of creativity. Okay. Some photos for you of Intuos 5 in use. Up here using the pen. This is the new feature, Touch. And then also here you can see the ambidextrous design where you can use it from if you're left-handed or right-handed, doesn't matter. It reverses both angles. Okay. What did we do to the lineup? We added small, medium, and large in pen and touch. Okay. Before this, we only had pen only, and now we have pen and touch for 3 models, and then we have small and medium in pen only. XL size, we did not take away the Intuos 4 XL, but we continued that line, but we didn't feel that touch would be appropriate for such a large space for an active area. So we're continuing with Intuos 4 XL, and then we focused on Intuos 5 with pen and touch. Okay. And again, this goes back to my main point that you should all remember is comfort, control, productivity. Comfort, basically the ergonomic design of the tablet was the key feature that we focused on. And the soft material, as I mentioned earlier, for touch. And it's very sleek looking. We want this to look like it's a Wacom, not a Wacom tablet, a Wacom Pro tablet, a Cintiq family, okay? And control, we already have precision of the pen being leading in that, and the natural intuitive multi-finger touch, we add to that. So we've added control in 2 areas. Productivity, again, you'll see that later in the demonstration. We added the Express View heads-up display, which allows you not to have to look down while you're doing your work. You can just focus on your creative image right on the screen. And the radial menu is still there. And we also added the wireless kit, as I mentioned earlier. So all of these 3 key points of comfort, control, and productivity, we think will really add a lot to the professional's experience. So, next slide. New multi-finger touch. This is the big change that we've added to Intuos is touch. Standard multi-finger touch gestures you can add where you can zoom in, zoom out, rearrange your photos. And we also allow you to do your own My Gestures, which you'll see back there, how you can do your own different type of gestures you program into the Intuos 5. And it supports 3, 4, 5-finger gestures, swiping up, swiping down, tap, hold. Touch is really important to the future, we believe, so we think this is another key feature we've added for the professionals. Okay, and this is what the Express View heads-up display is. When you tap on one of the keys, this will pop up on the screen, and you'll be able to see what you're touching on the screen without looking down. The next slide here. The same thing happens with the touch ring. Using capacitive touch, you just touch it, it'll pop up on the screen, and then you can see what you're doing without having to look down. It reduces the time needed. Another key product that we added, well, another key feature is the wireless accessory. And basically, this is the same accessory kit we use for our Bamboo, the consumer lineup that we have. And you can use it on any of the Intuos 5 models, from small to large, in the pen and touch, and it's sold separately. We're using RF technology. We just plug it in. It's automatically paired with the wireless kit. You're all set. Charging up 6 hours full charge, 3.5 hours for 85% charge. And this is the timeline we have. So you have 19 hours for your pen models, and then 10 to 6 hours, depending on the size, for the touch models of usage. Okay. The new package design, the previous Intuos 4 box was all black. We went with a white background here to show more of a contrast so you could really see the black tablet on the package. Next slide. And the software, we bundle a basic set of applications in the box, which is Adobe Photoshop Elements, Corel Painter Sketchpad, Sketchbook Express, Nik Color, and Wacom Brushes. All basic tools that we think the professionals can use, or for those semi-enthusiasts to get started on working professionally. Okay, and again, just like Intuos 4, we offer a full lineup of Intuos 5 accessories. A lot of the Intuos 4 pen tablets and their accessories are compatible with the Intuos 5 as well, so we go up and down. And you can see here we have the grip pen, airbrush pen, and all the standard accessories we always offer for the professionals, so they have a full palette of tools at their handy. Okay, the product lineup here, the lineup, as I mentioned earlier, and their SRPs are listed here. Okay, and this is just technical specs. If you need to know more detailed information, I can go into that later with you, all of you. The big difference is for the small size and the medium size, there's 6 keys instead of 8 on the medium and the L, and that's mainly the big difference between the 2 tablets and sizes of S, M, and L. And that's basically all I have, and I think a better demonstration is seeing is believing, so I think all of you guys will like it back there. And any questions you have, please feel free to ask me anytime.